Okay, so we've got the loom already set up, and what I'm going to do is show you the techniques used for the rainbow, rain and the cloud weave, and just the plain weave. So on both of them we start in the same way, and that is with this rainbow macrame cord. All your cords will be in 1 meter lengths, and that's purely because you're just getting a bit of a tangle if they're any longer. So we're going to start above this cardboard notch here. We're going to go over the first string, under the second, over, under, all the way to the end. And you can tie this onto a pencil or something just to pull it all the way through quick, but you know, because they're 1 meter lengths, it really doesn't matter. So we're going to pull that all the way through, and you're going to have, well, you're going to leave a towel of about 2, 3 inches. And with that towel, you're going to, so it's going over this last one. So we're just going to take it under, and we're going to go over the second one, which is the opposite to what we've done there. That's gone under, so this time we're going over. And the same until there's just the towels left there, and we're going to keep that behind. That's going to hang down behind the weave once it's done. Now these corners here, we don't want to pull them tight because we don't want the weave to warp in. So you keep a nice loop on the end there. Then you come back to this end. There you go. And we've gone under this one, so we're going to start by going over and then we're going to go under the second one because we went over last time. So over, under, over, under, all the way across. As I say, we do this on both the designs, the rainbow raindrop one and just the normal weave, flat colourful one. This is, we put this here because at the end when we cut the string here, we can tie knots up against it and then your work won't fall off. So we've done over, under. Don't forget, don't pull that too tight. You want a little loop left there. And then we're gonna squidge them down, and that end there, we're just gonna squidge it into it. Like so. And then we go back again. We're going to do it using all this up. So now this is going over and under. This is actually called the tabby weave, which we'll be doing again with the chunky wool. And we do a few different techniques for different looks. So all the way to the end, and we don't want to pull that too tight. We're going to keep that little loop there, squidge it all the way down. You can use a fork or your fingers just to push it down. And can you see that? That looks lovely. So if you was to do a table mat, you could use all this macrame cord, which I sell by the meter or by the spools, and you can do the whole thing in that and it'll make a lovely placemat. So we've come to the end and we've got a little bit here, and what I'm going to do is do what we've done here. So I'm going to take that back to about there. I'm not pulling that in too tight. That's it. And that end I'm just going to tuck behind because we can sort that out at the end. Right, so that's how to do the tabby, over, under, and then do the same but on the reverse of what you've done on the last row, coming back, and that's how you hide your ends too. So I'm going to show you now how to do the tassels. So this is called a raya knot, and what you do is you choose the colour you like. You can go real long, so if you want your tassel really long, keep it this long, or if you want them shorter, do them shorter, or you can do them long and then cut them. Completely up to you. You can have them nice and thick like this, or this wool you can split so it's thinner. So I'm going to show you just with this big chunky bit. So what you do is you, wherever you want your tassel to go, say here, you pick up 2 cords. You can use more than 2 cords. So if you're doing a work, for instance, and you end up, you're doing 2 cords all the way and then you end up with 3, that's fine too. You just pick up the 3 cords and work it in. So you've got 2 cords here. You're going to get your chosen wool. You're going to put the middle over the top of those 2 cords you've pulled up. You're going to take the left end and we're going to tuck it behind and poke it through the middle here, like that. And then we're going to do the same to the right. So we get the right end, tuck it under and poke it through the middle. Now you hold your ends, give it a pull. There's your tassel, and we're going to put it down there. And that's how you do your tassels. Now, so you can, as I say, you can cut them to whatever length you want. You can also, I haven't got a comb, but you can use a comb and you can just comb it through, or just pull it gently like that. Like thins out the end so you get a nice wispy finish. And then actually, while I've got these wisps, this is how you do the raindrops. You just break off a little bit, doesn't matter how big, you can do them big, small, whatever you like. And you literally just choose a cord, pop it under, and do a simple knot like so. Tie it like that, and you snip. And you can do as many as you like, and you can move them around, slide them up and down. So that's your raindrop. So now I'm going to show you how to weave using the chunky yarn. Again, you choose your colour you like. You can split the wool so you get double, but it'll just be thinner. So I'm going to use that bit short. I'm going to use, I need to find a long one. I'll do red again, since that we're in red. Right, so you've got your wool. Again, you do exactly the same. I'm going to spin it around. Right, so you're going to go over, under, over, under, over, under, all the way across. So we're doing the same as what we done with the macrame cord. You can use any cord. You can use raffia, you can use string, you can use ribbon, you can use all different textures in one weave. It's really up to you. And then you pull it to the end like we done before, squidge it down. And with the end again, what I'm going to do is exactly the same as before, go in reverse and just hide the back under there for now. And then come back to this end and we're going to over, under. So the reverse of what we've done there, that's going over, so that's going to go under that one this time. Now you can break bits of your other wall off, and you can add small bits in. You really can do whatever you like, and they all come out amazing. Pull, not too tight on that end. And then squidge them together, and then we hide that edge there. You can flatten that a bit as well. And you just keep going if you want this pattern here. Now to do them loopy, I'll show you. I'm going to use the cream. So this is how I done the cloud. So exactly the same. So in and out, over, under, over, under. Ooh, getting confused. Over, under. There you go. Also, you don't have to go all the way across. You can do small sections. So I'm going to show you how to do the squidgy raya knot. So I'm just going to get rid of this end. Just going to tuck that behind, and we can hide that after. So you do over, under, and then instead of pulling it flat and taut like that, you pull on the overs, cords that have gone over, you just pull it up. Now you can make real big loops, or you can make small loops, completely up to you. But I wanted mine to look like a cloud, so I just went with the flow. So I'm going to stop there, and we're going to go back. So over, under. Ooh, what's happened here? Oh, there you go. Under. I think, yes, look, I've used 2 strings there by accident. Doesn't matter, really doesn't matter. So I'm just going to go over that because that's going to be under. So pull it again, and before you pull too tight, you want to get your bubbly loops come up. And push them close together. You can see they're all squidgy little bobbles. Now I've done mine into, well, I tried to do a cloud shape, then I done my raindrops, and then I finished off with the rainbow colours at the bottom. That was for my rainbow rain one. And then the other wall I done just a mixture of the flat and the bobbles, but both times start with the macrame cord at the bottom. That's just for the rainbow one. For the other one, I done that at the bottom and at the top, and then added the stick. So that's the different techniques. Enjoy.